Hi guys, and welcome to your Vinyasa 2 practice. So we're going to flow through a series of poses today, and I'll help you modify if maybe your practice is still new. And for those of you that also want to work a little bit harder, remember you can always add to double chaturangas, hold a pose a little bit longer, or advance the series wherever you feel most comfortable. So I appreciate you guys wanting to practice with me today. Please get your mat set up, some water, and if you ever have questions after the practice, you can always comment below and feel free to share and like these videos. Thanks for joining, guys, and we're going to get started today lying down on our backs. For me, all the way down, and then give your knees a giant hug and just rock from side to side, so massage your back. And then exhale, take your feet, press them straight up into the air, point your toes, flex your feet, point, flex, good. Feel the mobility in your feet as you point and flex for 3, 2, 1, good. Exhale, draw circles now. So right now I'm drawing a big circle on the ceiling with my feet. So they're drawing that circle around and around. And then reverse the circle. So now I'm going to draw the circle the other direction. So we're waking up the ankles, the shins, the Achilles, the feet. Good. And now feet are flat, meaning that they're flexed because they're touching the ceiling. And then I want you to do a bear claw of your toes. So it's like, just like if your hands are doing this, your toes are going to do that. You're going to curl. Curl. And this shouldn't cause any foot cramps, but if it does, remember just to kind of flex the foot to get rid of it. 3, curl like you're trying to pick something up off the ground. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Give those knees a big hug again. And then I just want you to bend your knees and plant your feet on your mat. You're going to let your knees touch. Your feet are open, okay? Your palms are facing up. Your eyes are going to close. And I want you to feel the back of your body just melt down into your mat. I want you to feel your breath start to move in and out through the nose. And I want you to feel like you cannot wait to move your body to stretch and to just kind of feel the sensations that come up with your yoga practice. Inhale, take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a moment at the top. And then open the mouth, big, long sigh. Nice. One more time. Inhale, fill up. And then through the nose, try to exhale. Open up your knees. Open your eyes, pull your knees to your chest. Nice. And then rock 3 times with me, forward and back. 1, 2, all the way up. 3. Cross your ankles, raise both arms up to the sky. Exhale, seated twist to the right. So you're going to look over the right shoulder. And then relax your shoulders down your back. Holding 3, 2, and inhale. Take both arms all the way up, big stretch. Good. Exhale, seated twist to the left for me. Getting that body moving and grooving. Might get a little back crack in there too. And then come back through center. Exhale, go ahead and plant your feet and then just transition forward, head down, bottom up, into a standing forward fold. So I want your feet to be about 6 inches apart. And then I want you just to bend your knees to where it feels good, especially if you're feeling real tight in the back of those legs. And then just let your head hang down. Your hands, if you don't know what to do with them, can grab your legs. They can also just rest peacefully on your yoga mat if that feels good, okay? You're here for 3, 2,
and 1. Bend your knees. You're going to roll all the way up. Take your time. And now bring your feet together, so let those guys touch. And then sweep your arms out, up and over the head. And as your hands touch, back bend. 3, 2, and then forward bend. Exhale down. Lengthen the spine long in front of you. Step to plank with me for your first time. 1 foot and then the other. Knee down chaturanga, which I'll demo, or full chaturanga, up to you. And then inhale, come up. Good. First down dog of our yoga practice. Please lift your hips up and back. Bend your knees, press back. The goal is to find a little softness here, some nice breath. Feel your hips reach back. And then inhale very carefully, come to plank. Good. Exhale, lower again, chaturanga, full or knee down. And then take this, 2 hands and knees, tabletop for me, okay? You're going to inhale, peel your right arm all the way up to the sky. Make a fist like you're going to punch the ceiling. And then draw circles. And then reverse the circles. Good. Exhale, put your hand down, and then please switch sides. So inhale, left arm comes all the way up. Make a fist like you're going to punch the sky, and then exhale, circles. This helps open up the wrist, forearms, circle the other way. Good. And then release your hands down. Lower your forearm on the left and then the right. Curl your toes, Dolphin Pose. So push down to lift up. So this can give you some space in your lats, your upper back. It's this sensation that we call hollow back, when you press your ribs kind of away from your arms and through the arms. So it's this sensation of scooping that happens in the scapula. Option 1, stay. Option 2, 5 dolphin push-ups. Come forward and back, 1. Come forward and back for 2. Move forward and back for 3. Move forward and back for 4. 1 more if you want. Good. Lift those hips back and then drop your knees down. Straighten your arms. Let's take cow. So inhale, spread the heart, lift the tail. Exhale, scoop the belly up and in. Feel the tailbone tuck under. Lift, lift, lift. Beautiful work. Let's head back to dog when you're ready. 1, 2, 3, hips up. Look to your hands. Now, jump with me or step. And if you're going to jump, notice how I get nice and low here. Look forward and then hop up. And then land. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward with me. Feet together, rise to stand. Take a nice big back bend. And then exhale, fold in. Flat back to lengthen out. Your left foot is going to guide back. So 1, 2, 3, left foot steps. Left knee lowers. Hips face forward. Inhale, stretch your left hip flexor. Good. And then take the arms up. Feel free to bring your palms together. And this will help open up the front body, stretch through the front of the left thigh. And then on your exhale, bring your hands down to the earth. Good. On your next breath, curl your toes, raise your left knee off the mat for me. And then straighten your right leg so that you can work into your hamstring. See if you can keep the left hand on the ground. Feel free to use a block. Your right leg is straight. Maybe take your right arm up to the sky with a straight right leg. 3. You should feel this in the back of your right bum, along the right leg. 2. Lower the right hand to ground. Re-bend your right knee, and then join me in plank. Ready, set, high plank. Chaturanga, lower. Work on your back bend. Use it to build strength and open you up. And then push into your feet to come to down dog with me. We're going to take the right leg straight up. We're going to bend our knee and open our hip. Now, if you're feeling really tight, maybe bring your hands back a little bit and then push. So maybe this is about the left hamstring stretching. Maybe this is about the front of the right thigh. On your next breath, please straighten the right leg. Walk the hands back out. Step the right foot outside of the right hand for me. And then just hold here, 3 breaths. So right foot is outside of right hand. Both hands are inside of your foot for 3. Notice I'm moving a little bit. You're more than welcome to do that. 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Left foot outside of left hand. Ready, set, go. Fold forward with these wide legs. Reach your hands back. And then try to grab the front of your shins as they start to move through. Hold on and pull down. With wider legs, sometimes a forward fold is more accessible. Exhale, release your hands. And then bring your feet heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe together. Inhale, rise up. And then rest your hands by your sides. Let's do all that on the second side. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Right foot, exhale, step it back. Right knee melts down to the mat. This is a hard pose for me. My hips are pretty tight, so my hip flexors when I move here are like, yelling at me a little bit. So take your arms up. And just breathe into the front of this right hip flexor. Keep reaching your ribs forward and through for 3. Think back bend. 2. Breathe in and out through your nose. Look up, see your thumbs. And then exhale, release your hands down. Good. Pick up your right kneecap. 1, 2, 3, up. Straighten your left leg, exhale. Remember, to make life easier, use your blocks. That brings the ground closer to you. Right hand stays where it is. Maybe it's on a block. And then when you're ready, gently lift your left arm up, okay? So twist. And you should feel that through the outside of your left bum, IT band and hamstring. Now don't push your left glute out to the left. Keep it locked in and behind you. 3, 2, nice work. Left hand lowers to the mat. Bend the left knee forward, plank. Vinyasa with me, lower, lift, and then exhale, dog. Now you're gonna take your left leg straight up like we did before. You're gonna bend your knee and open your hip. If you're feeling real tight and you need to make your stance shorter, then walk your hands back some. And then push so that you can get a little deeper stretch. And that may or may not help you. So do what's best for you. Sometimes it's the hamstring flexibility. Sometimes it's the shoulder strength and the fatigue. Straighten your left leg once you feel complete. Close the hip. Step the left foot outside of your left hand. Hold it there. Now this time, just so you're ready, the change is going to be deep yogi squat. So as the right foot steps up to the right, instead of a forward fold, we're going to squat, okay? In 3, 2, look forward, drop the butt as you step up, and your hands are at your heart. Good. I'll kind of pivot so it's easier to see. You don't have to walk like this. It's not that easy. Take your right arm out, put your tricep in front of your shin, raise your left arm up. Good, stretch. And then switch, hands to heart center first, and then you're gonna extend out through the left arm, and then lift through the right. Good, stretch. Take another big inhale here. Exhale, both hands down, fold forward, bottoms up, toes forward, head comes down. Good, stretch. Open mouth, exhale. Go ahead and lift your spine halfway. I'm just pivoting forward so I can move with you. Exhale, vinyasa, so step or jump back to chaturanga. lower, and then we'll meet in dog. And if you need child's pose instead of down dog or some water, you can do that at any point. Listen to your body. And then just breathe. Let's take the right foot. Let's press it up to the sky. Let's bring our knee to touch our nose. Yes, fire up that core. And then just hold it. We haven't moved it yet. 3. Keep those arms straight. 2. Beautiful work. Press your right leg back up. And then take a giant step forward. Warrior 2. So you're going to anchor your back heel. And then your arms are going to come up. Then they're going to settle open. Good. So this is going to help open up your hips. So reach forward and back. Back arm is reaching straight back. Front arm is reaching straight forward. Long lines of energy. 3. 2. And then reverse when you're ready. So you're just going to simply take your spine, lean it backwards, reach up through the right arm. And the right arm can stay up or it can continue overhead. And then you're going to cartwheel your hands down to the mat when you're ready. Spin to the ball of your back foot. Lower your left knee again. Good. So this is where if you're feeling tight in those hips, I just want you to pause here for a moment. Running, biking, even sitting can do very similar things to the hips. And then inhale, bring your arms up. So you've been here before. This time we're going to pull our hands down to heart center and twist to the right. So option 1, open arm twist, much less aggressive. Option 2, cross your tricep. Oh, my back cracked there. And roll your ribs. Breathe. Think about lifting your stomach up and over and past your thigh as you twist. And see if you can create more and more room for yourself. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, transition. Reach your arms up to the sky. Nice work. Exhale your hands back down to your foot. When you're ready, curl your back toes, lift your knee up, step back to plank, please. Right forearm drops down to the mat for side plank. Drop your feet to the right and stack them. You're more than welcome to put your right knee down as well. Raise your left arm if you can, and if you want to add on, pull your left knee to your belly button. 3, 2, stack your feet, both forearms down. Pause and meet me here. Look forward. Here's your rest, guys. In 3, 2, drop your pelvis. Tops of your feet are down, and then I invite you to walk your hands out some. Sphinx. And breathe. Feel free to close your eyes here. Just kind of let the front body open. Bend your knees. Let your feet rock from side to side. And then let's fire the back muscles just a little bit. So I want you to extend your legs long, pick up your kneecaps, walk those thighs back. And then as you put your toes down, glue your forehead to your hands. Inhale, up and down. Up and down. Good. 8, 7, 6, make sure it's a very soft motion that you're not jerking. 4, 3, 2, one more time, hold it up. 4, 3, you got this. 2, and down. Hands come back behind the armpits along the ribs. Inhale, press to your hands and knees, or inhale, press to plank. And then please meet me in downward facing dog. Exhale, way to go. Now we have that long knee to nose hold, so don't rush it. So let's inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. 3. Come on, stack those shoulders over your wrists. Keep those arms straight. 2, it should burn a little. And then press your leg up and back. Warrior two. So I'm going to turn my back to you for a moment. Ground your back heel. Reach your arms straight up to the sky and then open them up. And you'll notice that you can't even see my left ribs because they want to be facing forward, which means my back is to you and my heart is to the stars behind me. 3, 2, reach up as your right hand slides down the leg. Avoid pressure on your back knee. And then let's gently windmill the hands or cartwheel to the ground. You're on the ball of your back foot, put your right knee down. So just pause, check in with those hips. How are they? How are you? And hopefully you're feeling a little warmer. Let's go ahead and bring our arms up. Option 1, remember this twist. Great option to move here. Option 2, cross, and then try to pull the ribs through. Really, really good for your body to be able to twist, to move in flexion, extension, plus lateral flexion and extension. So the idea of stretching the side body and not just the front and back body. A lot to remember, but don't worry, that's my job. Take another big breath. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up to the sky. And exhale your hands down. Curl your back toes, lift your knee, exhale. Here we go, plank. Step it back. Left forearm, drop your left knee if you'd like to. Looks just like this, left knee down, right foot out. And then you can raise the right arm or stack the feet if you have room. And if you have more room, right knee to belly button. 3, 2, yes you can. Exhale, feet together. And forearms. Oh yes. Nice. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, Sphinx belly, tops of feet. Walk your forearms out. And I just say that because most of us tend to kind of move here. And this is obviously more comfortable than forearm plank, but this isn't really opening anything up. Bring it out. Good. Breathe softly. All right, we're gonna work a little quad stretch here. So this may be accessible for you. It also may be a little intense. So the first step is to bend the right knee heel to butt, okay? The second step is to move your left forearm slightly at a diagonal. So I'm gonna take my left forearm and turn it a little bit out. So you'll see my elbow kind of comes towards you now, and my hand is kind of facing the corner. So instead of facing forward, it turned. And that's to help me balance, okay? From there, right arm is gonna reach up. I'm gonna lean left. I'm gonna grab my foot. Now, if you have a strap, you can loop your foot. And if you can't grab your foot, that's okay. You can still reach back. Then pull your hips back to center. So you don't wanna lean in this pose. Everybody, right knee is bent. Pick up your left leg. So let that left leg be straight. Good. Option 1, stay. Option 2, kick your right foot more into your hands. So watch, I kind of back bend more. And then if you want more, push through your left hand, and that helps you come up. It's half bow pulling pose. Good, so Ardha Dhanurasana. 3, try to keep your chest facing forward. 2, exhale, straight leg down, forearm down. Right arm reaches up and around, exhale, down. And again, if you got half that pose, great. If you got all of it with me, great. And I think it's really hard. So let's tuck our toes under, slide our kneecaps back a little bit more, just to make sure we didn't get crunchy in the back, and then put the feet down. Good. Bend your left knee, heel to butt. Let's do the other side. And one side might be accessible compared to the other. Right hand is gonna reach for left hand. So again, a little bit of that angle. So my fingers are facing my water bottle. And then I'm gonna lean right, reach my left arm around and grab my foot. Okay? And again, this might not be possible, so maybe you're just here, and then you can still work like this, and then try to even move here, okay? It's okay. Now, right leg up, everybody. Your hips are parallel, so bring that left hip back to the mat. And now try to kick your foot into your hands. So again, you'll see that I went from the earth towards the sky and then even higher. 3, and again, this feels good. That's why I'm going here. If it doesn't feel good, don't force it. 2, one more big breath. Exhale, lower, 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 and collapse. Take those hands back. Bend your knees, turn your head the other way, massage your quads. And if that was really hard, that's okay. You want to get stronger in your back. It helps strengthen your core and decrease back and hip pain. It's important. Let's press to hands and knees, and we're going to take a gentle press to child's pose just to make sure the back is in a safe, comfortable place. So hands forward, and then bring your forehead down, and then my thighs and my ribs have met, and I'm in this resting place here. 3, 2, 1. Let's come up to hands and knees. Curl your toes. You've made it back to down dog. Optional vinyasa, so either stay here with me in down dog or shift to plank, flow through if you'd like to add that push up to up dog. And then exhale, hold. Look forward, step up, or deeply bend your knees and then give me a little hop. Halfway lift your spine. And then exhale, fold in. Rise to stand, take your arms up high, lean back. And then exhale your hands down by your sides. Now I want you to hug your right knee to your chest so you're standing on your left foot. You're going to take your left arm up to the sky, bicep to ear. Hold the outside of your thigh as you take your right arm up and look over your right shoulder for a standing upright twist. Option 1, stay. Option 2, your left hand can grab the bottom of your foot and you can extend it forward instead if you want. Try to twist the torso. Move through the body. Feel the heart roll more to the right. 3, 2, move forward. Everyone grab the calf muscle or the hamstring. Keep that leg out if it's out. If the knee's bent, that's okay. 3, stand up straight. 2, bend and rest. Good. Side 2, reach up. Exhale, left knee comes in. Right arm up, hold it. Reach for your thigh to get started, because what that's going to do is that's going to articulate the twist. It's going to help out. It's going to help us out. Option to stay here, reach back, or find your foot, push it out, stand up straight. It's easy to collapse. And then rotate. And then your job is to try to look over your left thumb. 3. Keep reaching. 2. Good. Exhale. Don't move. Just rotate through center. Hamstring or calf muscle ready. 3. Stand up straight. 2. It's not supposed to be easy. And rest for 1. Put your hands on your hips. Inhale. Just pause. Let's interlace the fingers now behind the back, and you're going to slide them down your tailbone to assist with the back bend. Open up your heart. And then exhale with soft knees. Fold in. Raise your butt. Drop your head. And then feel your low back completely at a place where it's melting in softness. Take your hands to your lumbar spine and then all the way down to your mat. And then blow out a big candle that's somewhere between your feet or hands. Lift the spine up. Transition back to that low squat, which is called Malasana, deep yogi squat, that we did in the beginning. Or walk your feet back some, ground your palms, raise your heels, bring your knees forward, and then maybe pick up your feet for crow. All right, your choice. You can always just move right here into a squat instead. You got one more breath. Try to hold that crow. And then step back to down dog or vinyasa. And I'll meet you there. Downward facing dog. Open mouth, breathe out. Beautiful work. Drop your knees to the mat for me, and then you're gonna sink your hips to one side, and you're gonna reach your feet forward. As your legs move forward, grab your bum on the right and the left, get it out of the way, meaning really feel your sit bones, and then take your shoulders up, down, and back so that your heart reaches forward. Take your arms up. I want you to try to think about your belly button lifting up the body so that your core is super engaged and your back is flat. Take one more big breath. Reach for me. This should be a little bit challenging. You should feel the fierceness to sit down, sit up straight, and reach high. And then exhale, reach forward, fold forward. And if you can find your feet, that's lovely. If you can't, rest your hands on your shins or your knees. We have some nice seated poses coming up to stretch out the body from the work you put in, or maybe kind of the sore body that showed up for your practice today. Or even the body that maybe has a lack of movement. And so moving can sometimes be really challenging for the first few times if you haven't been doing it. But then, thankful, we have body awareness, and our body kind of re-triggers, it learns what it needs to do. Slowly bring the torso all the way up, and this is going to feel really good on your hips. Bring your feet together. Rock left to right, so pick up your booty, and then make sure your booty's nice and flat. Sit up straight. And then let yourself really round forward. Coming into Baddha Konasana, known as bound angle. You can hold on to your feet, or you can let your hands walk forward. You can rest your head on your feet or a block. Or maybe you're more upright and folding forward here is best, and that works too. Don't force this movement, especially if it's not there, but try to get your hips to stretch. Good. Very carefully come up. You're going to bring your hands behind you. They can face away from you or they can face towards you, and I invite you to bend your knees and plant your feet with me. From here, we're going to drop our knees right and left, and this windshield wiper of the knees should feel really nice if you're tight in the thighs and in your hip flexors. So as you roll through this pose, notice if there's a sensation where you feel a little or a lot. And you want to know what's funny is I feel this actually in my butt. It's almost like I'm foam rolling my bottom as I move side to side versus kind of my quads and hip flexors, only because they can take much deeper stretches normally. Bring it back to center. Bring your hands to your hips, bring your hips forward some more, reach out, and then you're gonna lay all the way down onto your back. You're gonna take your right ankle, cross it over your left thigh. Take your right hand, you're gonna push your right knee away from you. So the goal is that you're creating some space in your right hip flexor as you push your right knee away. From there, I want you to pull this left knee in, and then you'll kind of rock a little bit, or you can stay completely still. This is called figure 4 pose on your back or pigeon on your back. And the goal is to get a very similar stretch to if you were in pigeon on your belly. The deeper you hug in, the more you'll feel. And then I just want you to plant your left foot, uncross your right, both feet are flat. Take your left ankle over your right leg, take your left arm up, and now push your palm into your thigh, creating some room in your left hip flexor. So it should feel good there to release any tension or pain. Exhale to breathe out. And then take your next breath for me, guys, and hug the right knee to your chest. And again, I like to rock a little bit to kind of get warmed up in the hip. It also massages the sacrum, the low back. It's known as lumbar rocking or sacral rocking. And then you'll just hug in a little tighter if you want a deeper stretch. I can already tell this side is tighter just kind of based on the way it's responding to me pulling it in. And then put your right foot down, put your left foot down. And then place your hands down next to your bottom. And then gently elevate your hips, pushing your shoulder blades and the back of your head down into the ground. And then very carefully lower down. Good, let's do that again. Push into your feet. 1, 2, 3, up, 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 up. Hug your legs in as you press up. And then exhale, lower, lower, lower. And then one more time, come on up. Try to hold it for a little bit longer. Think glute strength, quad strength, hamstring strength, hugging the knees in. Don't let the feet bow out. You should feel your heels, your pinky toes, and your thumbs. 3. Your heels, your pinky toes, and your big toes. I guess you could feel your thumbs if they're on the ground. 2. And then exhale, melt the spine down. Good work. Take a moment to breathe in and out. And then hug your knees to your chest. Exhale your arms to a T for our final pose before Shavasana, a twist. So take your hips, bump them a little left, drop your knees to the right. And as the back of your head stays down or rolls to the left, I invite you at this point of your practice to close your eyes. You kind of know what's coming. It's a twist to the other side and then rest. So start that rest here with your eyes closed and the softness starting to move through your body versus the strength. Exhale through center. You're going to bump your hips back to center. Pull your knees in slowly, and now pick up your booty, bump it right, and then stack your knees one on top of the other as they drop to the left. The back of your head is down, or you're going to roll to your right ear, so you'll look over the right arm. But again, it's a closed eye drishti, which sometimes we refer to as the third eye, which is the place between your two eyes on your forehead, which is the point of wisdom for a yogi, but also that internal gaze. Keeps the head up, keeps you aware, keeps you active, even when your eyes are closed. Come back to center. Exhale, beautiful work. Hug your knees to your chest. Maybe even round up through the spine, and then exhale. Please move to Shavasana. So finding that place where your back can be flat on your mat, where your legs can reach out in front of you, and we'll just have a short time here together. So as you lay flat and as your eyes hopefully have stayed closed through that last little part, you've reached a quiet space. I want you to feel your eyes close and settle into the body without needing to see what's around you. Your back and your feet to relax and soften right where you are.
You have 3 more breaths. Inhale, take your arms over the head for a big stretch, reawakening your body. Exhale, bend your knees one at a time, feet go flat. And then bring your arms over, grab on. Seated, when you're ready, rock it up. And then with your eyes closed, sit with me, please. Hands to heart center. I hope you feel more open internally and externally within your body, and more peaceful as you move on with your day. Beautiful work and practice. Please bow forward with me. Namaste. Take your time moving from your mat. And really nice work. Thanks for joining, guys.